My mother-in-law always thinks the worst of me. Like today, spouse told my mother-in-law that for her mother-in-law upcoming birthday, spouse can only give her a small gift as we are currently on a budget, living paycheck to paycheck. Mother-in-law goes hysterical yelling, blames me and says that it was my idea, and says a ton of criticism about me. Before we even got married, mother-in-law has always accused me that I only got married to my spouse because of residency status. Now, whenever spouse shares info, she keeps blaming me, especially if it's about silly things like my spouse unable to visit her on a weekend, or when spouse does not respond to her texts. Mother-in-law thinks that spouse is in danger, and guess who put spouse in danger according to mother-in-law? Me. No idea if she's just jealous of our marriage or if she's racist towards me. There could very well be racism, but this is typical "you stole my baby" behavior. She was so used to controlling your husband. Now that she can't, she thinks it must because you are controlling him. She simply cannot fathom a world in which she is not his first priority. Do not try to appease her or defend yourself, as she will only twist your words to suit her agenda. Simply let her think what she wants to think, and her tantrums will push your dear husband further away. I hope he is on your side. I'm also curious as to how her husband is. Other partner, does he defend you? It might be time he starts hanging up on her or walking away anytime she criticizes you. Being racist or taking the residency status is just an excuse. If other partner had all the right papers, she would complain about something else about that witch who stole her baby. Why would he share info? Why is he getting her anything? If she's blaming and bad-mouthing you, his wife, she should be cut off until she can learn to show mutual respect for other adults. If your husband isn't standing up to her and cutting contact when she says these things, it encourages her to do it more because in her mind it means she's right. What do people do when you lie about them? Do they say something? Absolutely. They also stop coming around if you continue. Family is no different. Time for him to decide if he cares about his mommy's feelings or his wife's feelings. Also, he isn't required to buy her anything, and that fact she's throwing a fit over a gift says so much about her. After that display, your husband should tell her he changed his mind. Whatever money he has put aside, will be spent on you instead. I really hope your husband has your back and doesn't dismiss her behavior with the BS, "That's just the way she is." Ask her sometime flat out, "Do you hate me so much because you're jealous of me or because you're a racist?" Unfortunately, she is probably racist. It may be subconscious, but don't kid yourself. If you were white, she would suddenly be just fine. Does she have any other married children? Is she mean to all of their spouses, or is it just you? She's probably both racist and jealous. I think she's more than capable of having both of these feelings at the same time. This behavior is toxic, regardless of her motivation. Hopefully, you and spouse find a way to deal with her. Maybe go and see. Same. My spouse has a brother and he was engaged to literally a crazy person that threw her phone at my spouse mom, and threatens to kill her, and she was back in her home within 2 days. I was always nice to my spouse mom and randomly accused me of sleeping with her husband, all cause I'm Latina. They're a shit show and talks so much crap about me even though I'm always nice to her. Sadly, there are a lot of mother-in-laws out there like this. Well, you stole her son. She always controlled him, so you must be controlling him. His changed behavior towards her can't possibly be his decision. It's all your fault. This is all in her head. There's nothing you can do about it. Only your husband can manage this ridiculous mindset.